Hi. Um, I'm at the Swiss Alps. Matterhorn is over that side. We're snowboarding. We're taking a rest here. My daughter Jie and decided to do a live and a chat. Hopefully everybody can see me. Um, so about 16 years ago, I was introduced to this business, and again, I was a mechanical engineer, and I was working for Motorola. Hi, voice. And so I was focused on climbing the corporate ladder, and knowing that the higher I climb, the more salary I have, and of course the more things I can do with it, right? I think that's what everybody does. They try to work hard, do extra hours, OT sometimes, so that they can climb the corporate ladder, have promotion, and get a big bonus and do that. So I was just like everybody else, and but what I so when I was introduced, I was saying, hey, no, this is not for me, because I got a career, and the company loves me, and the company can send me all over the world, right? And they do, right? So of course it's not on my mind, but I went because it was my wife's sister, and of course okay, have to give face lah. So I went, and what I knew about network marketing was that it was unprofessional. It was for people who didn't have a job. It was for uncles and aunties, and so I wasn't very happy when I went there. But I went there nonetheless, and I went to sit down and listen, just to give face. And what I heard was very, very different than what I thought. So I knew it was already skincare, and I'm saying I've got nothing to do with skincare, so why would I be going? So I went nonetheless. So I was dressed in my t-shirt, my shorts, and my slippers, and I went to listen to the speaker, who wasn't my sister-in-law actually, and who was a businessman in JB. And I was very critical. I was an engineer, looking at spelling mistakes and looking at really or not, and I didn't want to look surprised, but I was surprised because I saw that it was New York listed, and I saw that there were lots of universities, and I was quite impressed with some of the universities that Nu Skin collaborates with, right? And some of them were universities that I tried to apply to. I didn't get in though, and I was impressed because it was New York listed, and I was impressed because of the Olympic recognition of products. So when I went there, I wasn't interested in the business. I was interested in making more money, because I was making quite a good money, 5 figures with my wife, and I was already working for about 9-10 years already in Motorola, and my wife was a chemical engineer, so things were looking good. But then when they started to talk about what we want in life, at that time I have a daughter, and she's 2 years old. She's there just now, yeah. And I kind of wanted my wife to be a full-time mother, and to be a bit different than most people, right? And so we saw an opportunity, and then we said, hey, and I told my wife that if we do this, in 2 years she don't have to work anymore. So we were quite we looked at the plan, and it was like, hey, that kind of makes sense. And we said, hi, it makes sense, so let's see how it's done. So I kind of explored and find out how it's done, right? Because I didn't want to knock on doors and sell stuff, right? And I didn't want to because I have face also, right? I got marwa, right? I got standard, right? I'm an engineer, right? I don't want to do like salesman stuff. So I was surprised by how professional it was. And so what I was trying to say is that even though I said I didn't want a salary, I started to see hope in an opportunity that will give passive income or leveraged income. Why? Because what I want, and I started to realize as I get older, is not that, money is not important. Money is very important. Is that as you get older and older, time becomes more and more important. Time to enjoy, time to snowboard, time to spend time to spend with your parents. And I know that as you go older and you get more promotions and you get more responsibilities and you faces more competition, and as you climb the corporate ladder, there's less space on the top, isn't it? Less space. You gotta fight, and sometimes you never get there, right? How many MDs are there, right? There's only one. How many CEOs? There's only one. So I'm not saying I'm not competitive. I'm just saying that the more you climb, the less time you have, right? Yes, you have more salary. Yes, you have more income. Yeah, you have a bigger house maybe, but you have less time. But time is most important, isn't it, right? When you're 60, time is the most important thing, right? When you're 55, time is the important thing. When your kids are growing up, time is the most important thing. Not salary. Salary is important, and I can tell what, every one of you will make money. Every one of you will have a salary. It's just that we have to compromise, like, oh, I get this income, I can only do this much, right? So if we want this much time, well, you can't because you're limited income and you only have 24 hours, 7 days a week. So you can't make more money, right? So the only way is to climb the corporate ladder, do overtime. And some of you may even do 2 jobs or 3 jobs, right? And to earn more money. But again, more jobs, OT, climb corporate ladder, more responsibility, less time, right? You only have weekends. And I'm not saying that that's everybody, but I'm saying most everyone. And I'm like you. I was like that too, right? So I start to realize that's not the path I want to go, right? And I look, how do I know that's going to be my path? I look at all the leaders before me. I look at all my supervisors. I look at my MDs, my VPs. I look at every one of them, my supervisors. They're not getting more and more time. They're getting less and less time, but they're getting more pay. But I know that up to a certain point, the amount of pay increase is less and less, right? And so, I'm looking at myself and saying, if I'm at my 30s when I started, I have more energy, I should do something now. And even if you're in your 40s, even if you're 50s, right, you can do it. This doesn't take a long, long time, If you do it well for 3 to 5 years, you build up a base, you create time. The more you do, the more time you create. You may not understand this now, but I need you to understand exponential income. I need you to understand that you talk to one, now you have 2, you and that person, right? And that talks to 2, now you have 4, right? And then now you can 8, right? As you double, isn't it, right? So now you get more and more time. If you work, right, only you, 24/7, you can't duplicate yourself, so it's always you. There's no leverage. It's always you. What you need to do is find a vehicle that leverages your time. So when I started, I did exactly what everybody does when I started. Talk to people, share, use a product. Just use a product. Transform your body, right? No sales talk, no flowery words. No need to suck up to anybody. Just present the facts. Use the product, share the benefits, share the feelings, how you feel. That's really how I kind of started, right? There's so much technology now, so much innovation now that is very different than how I started when, 16 years ago. It's totally different, right? But anyway, my point is I wanted more time, not necessarily more salary. Salary means more traditional employment work. More time, network marketing. More time, new skin business. Anti-aging trend will never go down. It's going to go up, right? A lot of people are investing in anti-aging. Microsoft, Bill Gates, all these people are investing in anti-aging. Celebrities. I was just in Monaco and the celebrity 90210, right? And he was there. I took a picture with him, right? And he's a celebrity. He's doing new skin business. Why? More time. So if you want more time in your life, not necessarily salary. Remember, more salary means less time with your loved ones. You want more time. That means you want to find a vehicle that leverages your time, grows time. You may not need it now, but that's okay because you don't need a lot right now because, you don't have a big family yet. It's just you and your wife or you and your girlfriend or just you by yourself. So you can afford the time to build a business now because what you want is time in the future. You want time in the future right? And when you have time in the future, you can grow that income when it comes, right? And like me, I did part-time for 4 years. I have people who do part-time for 1 year, 5 months also can, up to you, right? And as you build a business part-time, you can choose one time when you're ready to go full-time. No hurry, no rush, no pressure. The new Velocity plan is for everybody. For those who just want to stay at home and just sell something when you have time, right? No commitment, no maintenance, no quota at all. We have that for you, and you get paid every day. You can have the money deposited into your bank every week. For some of you who want replacement income, that means you want $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 a month. Then, yeah, you build a business. You start to build consumers. You build a customer base of about 20, 30, 40 customers all over the world, right, in 54 countries. And then you build up on a monthly basis because they use product on a monthly basis, isn't it? Right? You brush your teeth, you use supplements, right? You wash your hair. That's what I do. So you build a consumer base, right? Slowly build it up, right? And then when you some of your customers say, hey, I want to do this too, because now you have more time. You have replacement income. So you have, your income is the same as your employment. So you can now go full time, right? As your consumers grow, as you continue to recruit and build consumers, you earn more. And then you start to have people who want to do the business, who want to multiply, who want to duplicate you, who have more time. So they start to build a business too. So you have 1 or 2 or 3 franchises. Now you have franchises that give you leveraged income, right? So you have income from your consumers, and you have income from your people who build the business. Just like Starbucks, you open many Starbuckses all over the world, anywhere that Nu Skin opens, right? Nu Skin is going to open in India, so you might have some franchises in India. And then we are building the Malay market, which is huge, right? In Malaysia, right now, it's less than 10% only. That's a huge opportunity. So you can have franchises in Taiwan, you have franchises in Japan, everywhere, right? And that's when you start to have time, isn't it? Right? So building franchises. So stay at home, student, earn some extra income, 500 to 1,000 ringgit. We have the plan for you. Replacement income, 2,000, 3,000. We have the plan for you. If you want to be big, you want to earn 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 100,000 ringgit a month or USD, we have a plan for you too. All right? So really, what's important is not salary. You got to ask yourself, are you going to have the same energy when you're 40, 50, 60, right? To build a business? Probably not. You will have high commitment. You have children. You have expenses. You will not have time to build, to even come out to do anything. Best time to do it when? Now. They say the best time to buy an umbrella is not when it's raining. The best time to plant a tree is yesterday, isn't it? To build a business like Nu Skin so that you can have time in the future, it's now. But talk to the friend who brought you here, who introduced you. They'll show you a system, step-by-step way of how I did it, that you can do it too. It takes hard work, but hey, you're going to have hard work anyway. You're going to work till 60, right? Why not compress all those years into 3 to 5 years or even 10 years to build a business that keeps paying you even after you stop doing Nu Skin business? And then you can snowboard with your family, with your parents, anywhere in the world. I'm on a 1-month trip in Europe. We did a 1-month trip in Auckland with the family. And you can do that too, right? 3 to 5 years, build a business, and see the world. See the world. See the world. The world is big. But you got to know your priorities. You make decisions. What's your priority? Priority is create time, not get high salary. Salary comes with employment and traditional work. When you do Nu Skin business, you're 24/7. You can do it 24/7. 9 to 5 work is only 9 to 5. But in Nu Skin, your office is open when your mouth is open. You can talk to anyone in the world and your business is continually running. Isn't that a great business? No capital, no risk. The risk is if you don't do it, you got to quit and retire at 60 and hope that you have income left, EPF, to survive you, and that inflation doesn't grow any higher, and that your kids continue to pay for you. Yeah? So This is serious business for people with serious dreams. And for people who just want to enjoy, you can do that too. So I hope to see you on the slopes of all the mountains in the world and snowboard together, or on the beaches of the world as well. So say hi, Jay. Hi. Hi, guys. Do share this video with friends, a little bit of what I've done, and I'm sure that it will help you kind of understand a bit what's important. Remember, not salary, it's time. Find a vehicle that helps you create time. Stuff that doesn't need you to invest in money, okay, or take high risk or investments, or, you know, something that Trump says that causes the thing to drop, right? Or all these types of economies. The thing I like about Nu Skin is that we deal with people. You can choose the type of people you want to work with, and that people, in a sense, you know, they have dreams, right? And they want to, and some of them want to help other people build businesses. And I think that's the beautiful thing to do about this, helping more people transform lives. That's what I want to do. Ultimately, what I want to do is change the world, let people know network marketing is an ethical, a business with high integrity, doing it the right way. Join us. Let's change the world together. Yeah? Bye-bye.